Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is MightyStream, and today is May the 14th. I don't know, I guess time flies when you're having fun because we're halfway through the month and it's been a wonderful month. I'm excited about doing the Just for Today in a meditation with you. Again, my name is MightyStream. I am brought to you by Hope Through Navigation. And this is our H.O.O.D Recovery Services. H.O.O.D is an acronym, H-O-O-D, that stands for Hope Offered on Demand. And so let's get into the Just for Today. You can reach me at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Let's get right into it. Let me share my screen. Oops. May 14th is entitled, Oops. Insanity is repeating the same mistakes and expecting different results. Basic text, page 23. Mistakes. We all know how it feels to make them. Many of us feel that our entire lives have been a mistake. We often regard our mistakes with shame or guilt. At the very least, with frustration and impatience. We tend to see mistakes as evidence that we are still sick, crazy, stupid, or too damaged to recover. In truth, mistakes are a very vital and important part of being human. For particularly stubborn people, such as addicts, mistakes are often our best teachers. There is no shame in making mistakes. In fact, making new mistakes often shows our willingness to take risks and grow. It's helpful, though, if we learn from our mistakes. Repeating the same ones may be a sign that we're stuck, and expecting different results from the same old mistakes. Well, that's what we call insanity. It just doesn't work. Just for today, mistakes aren't tragedies, but please, higher power, help me learn from them. That's a beautiful Just for Today meditation. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Please and thank you. Insanity is repeating the same mistakes and expecting different results. There are so many different thoughts that come to mind when I think about this meditation. Some of them trivial and some of them important. So I wanted to sift through them in my mind in a moment of silence to figure out which direction we should take. Because I believe that there is a natural instinct to be embarrassed or to feel shame when we fall, when we make a mistake. And I'm reminded here that it's not the embarrassment of making a mistake. Sometimes the real mistake, the real error is when we refuse to get back up and try again. Mistakes can't beat you down. Mistakes, they can make you feel a certain way. But if that mistake is given breath and life to the point where you refuse to get back up and try again, then you've allowed that mistake, the shame or the guilt that came with that, to win. And with us, people in recovery, We need to allow room for mistakes, but we also need to only give them so much distance. Like, we need a determined amount of time that we will allow that mistake to have its effect on us. The ultimate effect that we want a mistake to have is to learn from it. As it says here in our Just for Today, that sometimes, mistakes can be our best teachers. They're vital. They're an important part of life. This is how we as people, I can't highlight to save my life today, but it's an important part of our experience as addicts to have mistakes and to learn from them. The master of Shizitsu, he or she did not become the master addict by not making mistakes. In this physical combat, right, this discipline of martial arts, there had to be a learning from mistakes. You get kicked or popped one too many times or twisted up one too many times, and you begin to learn that there's a flaw in your technique. You have to tighten that up. You have to focus on that mistake and sharpen it, that skill, sharpen it. So there's no way to even get that close to you, right? And so this is how it is for us in recovery, right? We have to adjust according to our mistakes or our weaknesses. We have to make an adjustment, and it becomes a teacher to us. That's it, and that's all. It doesn't get any more breath or life than teaching us what not to do. And if you are a person that embarrasses easily, or you have maybe a lot of personal self-esteem or pride attached to how people see you, some mistakes are made and they're never public, but there's some mistakes that are made that other people can see and notice. Getting high is one of them. Right? Getting high when you've been clean for a while is a error that will be noticeable by other people. And if you don't like how that feels, right? Having to come back and pick up your Just for Today key tag, your surrender key tag, right? Your white key tag. If you don't like that, then you need to figure out what went wrong in the combat, right? What went wrong? What did you not apply? What tools didn't you use so that you can do better next time? For a lot of people, it's just that they stop making meetings. For some people, it's that they stop working their stuff, didn't get a sponsor. For other people, and more often than not, they thought they were just stronger than they actually were, and they went into the atmosphere of using people, wet places, and before they knew it, they were under. Figure it out. Figure it out, because your future and your destiny is attached to your ability to think and act of a clear mind. Mistakes happen, but if you allow the mistake to be the final say over your destiny, then that's a problem. You have to sort of befriend it. You have to draw it close so that you can study it, right? How you keep your friends close and you keep your enemies even closer. Your mistake is that type of enemy that you need to keep close enough that you can study it and learn from it, so that now you understand how you became weakened by a certain act or thought or behavior. And you can change that intentionally at the start. Someone came over to me last night and I was like, you know what? I'm tired of getting out of breath doing small things. I need to do something different. And I made a decision about my health. Not even last night, about 2 a.m. I made a decision about my health, right? And so I reconstructed or rearranged my area so that when I wake up, the first thing that is on my mind is, to pray, and to exercise. Right? So I want for you to look at your life from that angle. What is it? What mistake have you rested too long in? And you need to get rid of it. You need to take action against it, because staying on the pity pot is not going to work. Staying on the pity pot has only served to make people not want to deal with you, because you're always woe is me and placing blame on other folks instead of being responsible for your own actions. It makes people less likely to want to partner or collaborate with you. These are things that you need to consider. My name is MightyStream, and I have enjoyed being with you today. And remember, insanity is making the same mistakes over and over and expecting different results. There's something in that we need to remember, right? We don't have to make the same mistakes anymore. We can learn from them. And I hope that you do. I am constantly, that's the humble part of this, the human part of this, right? I am constantly learning every day what works and what does not work. But the thing is that the wisdom to know the difference for me is that I can change. I have the courage to change those things that are not working. I have that courage today. I hope that you have it as well. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a beautiful day.